Hey, Shalom, is Brother Yashima Zakar from the Israelite Report, IsraeliteReport.com. Upon my watch, our praises are definitely due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity, those that truly believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, know that we are in the last days of the last days. We're at the end, and this is going to be like the rant portion of the podcast, just me really going and just dealing with certain things throughout the week, the weekend, things that's been going on. There's been a lot of crying from Esau lately about these J-ish people, these small hats, and they're so divided. And they're pretty much telling on themselves they can't help it because the Lord has activated that snitching of Esau. Esau is snitching on himself and bringing out things that, you would never hear in the past. Alex Jones was on the Tim Dillon show. And, it might have been a social media thing. I don't know. But anyway, he was doing an interview with Tim Dillon. And Alex Jones predicts that there will be more attacks on black people. And, he was using like church bombings as an example. Now, I can't remember if he made this statement, this comment prior to that shooting of Sonia Massey, prior to the shooting of Sonia Massey, or if it was afterwards. But I would have to agree with him on this because, they're going to definitely turn things up to get some kind of racial tensions going. You could see some staged, false flag events, false flag attacks on some, predominantly black churches or schools or whatever. Or it could even be real because that's how Esau gets down, But they may blame it on Trump supporters. They might have some agents or provocateurs dressed in Trump hats, with the Make America Great Again hats on, do some acts, or carry out some acts of violence on black people, right? And that could be one way because, if they're looking to get Kamala in there, who knows? And I'm going to be honest with you. There's a part of me that kind of wants Kamala to win. Because Trump is like the biggest distraction in the world. I'm so tired of hearing about Trump right now. But, I know if Kamala gets in there, shit is going to hit the fan ASAP. Because these good old boys are going to go absolutely ape shit if she wins. And it's going to bring out all the racism for real. And keep in mind, we're looking for Jacob's trouble to begin. These things have to be activated. We got to go through these things. And it sounds crazy to somebody that's not in the truth or doesn't understand prophecy and the timelines of things to come. But if you understand, you get it. We want Jacob's trouble to hit. We know shortly after that, you'll see the mandation of the or the implementation of the mandatory RFID microchip, mark of the beast. We want to get up out of here. We want things to speed up. But what Alex Jones is saying about these false flag attacks, I can very well see these things happening. The moment they announced Biden was stepping down and Kamala was going to step up in his place, that was my immediate thought. It's just that Jones said the quiet part out loud, even though he's an agent, an insider. But I agree with him, and that's part of the trick of what you would call an agent like him, such as himself, a grifter. He gives you 80% truth, but 20% lie. He mixes the lie in with the truth. But right here, he's on point. He's telling the truth. Okay? Because we saw with 2020 what they did with the George Floyd thing. They've made George Floyd into like some kind of god or something. Like he's like some, I don't know, some hero. It's weird. But I can very well see things hitting the fan, and you need to be on guard and understand that these protests are popping up. I'm in D.C. We just had the pro-Palestine protests down at Union Station. I'm going to tell you, that shit was crazy. They were setting shit on fire, burning American flags. That shit was crazy. It's about to get crazier. You've got so many different situations popping off at once, you can't keep up with it all. They just did some bombings over in Palestine. You're going to see things turned up. You could see false flag terrorist attacks from some group here, and it could be over the Palestine-Israel situation. You could see those things popping off. These shit could hit the fan in so many different ways. This is not the time to be falling asleep. This is not the time to be, filling your belly, sitting back, being satisfied with your bread and circus. I know football season is coming back up, and that's cute. Not to burst your bubble, but that shit is rigged. It's not real. It's fake, staged. The gameplay is real, but the outcome is fixed. Okay? I want to get the hell up out of here. And you should too. And you need to be on guard. You need to be on watch. You need to be paying attention. You need to be praying. You need to be fasting. You need to be begging the Lord for mercy. You saw what they did with the Olympic Games, with all the weirdo stuff going on over there. That weirdo activity, they did I guess, some kind of mockery of what was supposed to be the Last Supper or whatever. You got all these Christian patriots, they're pissed off about that. They had some fat alphabet nigga or whatever it was sitting on it. They did a mockery of the Last Supper, man, with trannies and alphabet people. And you got Christian patriots that are mad as hell. Oh, matter of fact, speaking of which, Alex Jones again on Twitter, known as X now. This is what he wrote, because Paris, the lights went out. They had a power outage. This is what he wrote on Twitter. He wrote, The wages of sin are death. The already cursed city of Paris is now complete in a complete collapse. Many are saying the Olympics was already dead. The 2024 games in France seals the deal. And, of course, the Olympics is doing nothing but going back to the Greek Roman gods or whatever. The burning of the torch, and of course that light that they're dealing with. They're dealing with the light of, well, you can say Lucifer, but Satan, because they're satanic. We're dealing with the light of Yahweh Shah. All right, that's the light we're dealing with. This dude Snoop Dogg, he showed up to the Olympics with a Baphomet chain on. Don't believe me? Go do a search. Go look it up. Look up image. Snoop Dogg Baphomet chain. Straight up, and I had to look at it to see it for myself. I was like, oh, damn, he really do got it. It's a small chain, but you look at it, you can see, damn, it is a Baphomet. Straight up Baphomet. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So this is where we are, man. Oh, another thing. Don't forget about these sleeper cell Israelites out here. These agents out here that have sold out and taken the money, taking the bag from Esau, Edom. Okay, because at some point, they're going to try to demonize the word of the Lord. They're going to try to demonize the men of the Lord, the whole Israelite doctrine as a whole. So you do have sleeper cell agents or some that are in high positions. They took that money, and at some point, they're going to have to do something. And what I mean by that, if you get paid off, usually it's because you got paid off, but they also compromise you. So you take somebody like a Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC, who's a Freemason. I don't give a damn what he say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but all signs leads to him being a Freemason. Like, you take somebody like him, at some point he got to do something to make the ministry really, really look bad. Just using him as an example. I'm not even picking on IUIC. But there could be other pop-up groups out here, lesser known, because you have to understand the way Esau Edom works. The way their media works is they'll have some random Israelite camp do something crazy. Like, they could say that they, bombed a synagogue or something, or some church or something. I'm just using it as an example. Or it could not even be them. It could be, someone else that did it. But they'll spray paint, black Hebrew Israelites on the wall or something. Just using that as an example. And they could link us all into this terrorist group. You see? The same thing they did with Islam. They're going to do the same thing with, the Israelites. All right? So, just understand that these things are going to come. These things are going to happen. Like I said before, there's going to come a time where it's going to be the famine of the word. There's going to come a time when we won't be able to, upload videos, upload recordings. There's going to come a time. Keep that in mind. Just get it in your head. There's going to come a time when You're going to say, I'm an Israelite, and people are going to look at you like you're a terrorist. All right? Think about how the Muslims were, after 9/11. Every Muslim was looked at as a terrorist. And this is out of desperation because he saw Edom as being exposed on so many different levels that he can't stop it. It's like a flood of information. Their tongues have fallen on themselves, or fallen upon themselves. Esau has been revealed. He's been uncovered. So look forward to being hated, persecuted, talked about in an evil manner. All right? And yeah, it's okay to hate. Lord said he's angry with the wicked every day. Okay? So you can't have sympathy for these people. These people have been warned. The men of the Lord, the word has gone out. I'll put it like that, for a long time now. So these people are willfully ignorant. They choose that path. They've chosen death. Let them die. It's not your job to make them understand or even want to know the truth. Let them be. Let them alone. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get Psalms 139. I start at 19. It says, surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power, Yahweh. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. They don't revere the name of the Lord. They take the Lord for a joke. They mock the name of the Lord. Oh, you a Hebrew Israelite. What that supposed to mean? That's how they talk about you. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get even, more ramped up as time go on. So your friends, your family, they look at you crazy. Good. Fuck them. Excuse my language. But the hell with them. Oh, your neighbors look at you crazy. Good. Fuck you too. That's how you got to have that attitude. You're not going to make it trying to be Mr. Nice Guy. You got to have a FTW mentality to move forward. F the world. You got to be like that. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Point blank, period. You're not going to make it being Mr. Nice Guy in this thing. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. King David hated them that hate the Lord. And King David was a man after the Most High's heart. The Lord loved King David. And King David loved the Lord. And King David said, do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. You're going to have a lot of enemies out here. Because this world is set upon wickedness and thriving in wickedness, swimming in wickedness. You can't be a friend of this world and be a friend of Yahweh Shai. It's not possible. You're going to be at odds. That's why I stay, to myself as much as possible. You got to use the world, not abuse the world. You got to deal in this world. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I understand that I can't be but so much out there. I don't put myself out there. People be like, well, man, why don't you go on down? I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm going home, away from you niggas. Okay? Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am I not grieved? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? He said he was grieved. It hit his spirit. He was grieved at people that hate the Lord. He was a man after the Most High's heart. I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O power Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. That's what we should be praying for. We shouldn't be praying for America to be saved. We shouldn't even be praying to get along with our so-called family, because it's not really going to happen like that. Like, that shit hit me because, sometimes, my family, they act funny, they act weird. Now, not to get into that, but I just, whatever. We've given up all for this truth. Just you coming in the name of Yahweh by Shem Shai saying you believe in the Lord. You're going to be at odds with this world. You have to understand that. And that's now, but that's going to get ramped up even more as time goes on. And you don't have nothing to go back to. The world will tempt you with all kinds of, goodies, things that, the average man would run towards. But you don't have anything to go back to. This world is over. This kingdom is falling already. It's already falling apart. You don't want to be attached to it when it collapses. That's what I'm saying. Come out of her, my people. All right? Jeremiah 51:6, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. Don't be, when this place gets cut off, you don't want to be attached to it. You want to be of a clear mind, right? And be able to go before the Lord and say, look, I separated myself from this. Have mercy on me, O Lord. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, meaning, in this point in time, meaning separate yourself. Don't align your spirit, your mind with this place. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, because Babylon is a thought also. Your way of thinking. Store your treasures up in heaven, right? Flee out of the midst of Babylon. Deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Meaning the Lord's going to get payback. The Lord has created all things unto himself, yea, even the wicked, for the day of evil. Right? Evil times are coming. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Don't be drunken with the wine of Babylon. You look at these people, they're drunk with the wine of Babylon. Look around. Football season coming up. They can't wait. The world is coming to an end. And these niggas is running around worried about, can the Cowboys make it to the second round of the playoffs? Can, you know, are the Jets gonna succeed with Aaron Rodgers? Why did Skip Bayless get fired from Undisputed? Niggas is making 2-hour podcasts. This guy Carcino, which and I'm not hating. Sometimes I'll kind of like tap in and I'll just listen to different people because I was a podcaster. I had a radio show dealing with all different types of topics prior to me coming into this truth. And even when I was in the truth, because it's a money making thing, I talk about different shit. And people don't really know my background like that, but I was on a network, I'll put it like that, at one point in time. But this place is burning, man. It's on fire. You don't have nothing to turn back to. Well, Yashima, what we gonna do when that day comes? Shit. Right? Nigga, what do you mean, what are you gonna do? You don't believe in the Lord? You don't really believe. You doubt the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's why your ass is gonna get smoked. This ain't the time to be sitting there wondering what we gonna do, nigga. You should be doing what I told your black ass to do from the beginning. Nigga. Trust in the Lord. Not sit and wait for me to tell you what to do. I told you what to do. Trust the Lord. But see, people don't appreciate the simplicity of Yahweh Shai. They want something, tangible that, something they could look at. And they want to see it. In other words, they want to see a nigga floating up in the air with wings on his back. Then they'll believe. That's how a nigga is. They can't see, because if you don't tap into the spirit, you won't see it anyway. But they can't see the Lord working throughout their daily life. We die daily, right? They can't see the Lord working, throughout their daily life. Niggas is something, man. And Esau is the ultimate nigga. Yeah, I get on Jake a lot, but Esau is a real nigga. Esau don't believe nothing unless he can see it, touch it, taste it, feel it. That's Esau, man. And see, niggas have touched, I'm talking about Jake now, niggas have tapped into that Edomite energy. Not to sound all, but I'm just saying, like, niggas have really become like Esau, too much. I don't believe shit, the shit happened. Okay. By the time it happened, nigga, it's too late, dumbass. That's what I'm telling you. Get it while you can get it, dummy. Don't wait until the doors close, like Noah with the flood. They banging on the door. Noah, let me in. Noah, like, fuck you. And even if Noah wasn't like that, the angels of the Lord that shut that door was like, fuck you. You ain't getting in. Okay. Sorry for my language. I'm just being real, man. You know, sometimes you gotta talk to a nigga like that. Um, Babylon has been, back to the seventh verse of Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And then you can see these people are mad. Mad meaning crazy. Lost their goddamn mind. Goddamn Olympics. You got flaming alphabet people, and I tried my best not to say the F word. Just all over the place. Even these, I'm telling you, these Christian patriots are mad as hell. Oh, they mocked the painting of the Last Supper. And Esau, look, the elites of Esau are doing this on purpose, by the way, to piss them Christian patriots off. You know, because they have their own version of what, you know, Jesus Christ looks like. And the paintings and the, you know, they really believe in that stuff. Anyway, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. Take balm for her pain. The Lord is mocking Babylon. He's mocking America. He's mocking Paris, France right now. Right? It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen, destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be. If so be she may be healed. All right? We would have healed Babylon. And it show you that the Most High got a sense of humor. If so, we would have healed Babylon. You know, the Most High could have easily sent an angel down and said, look, heal America. You know. But he's laughing. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. And a lot of these people, I'm telling you, sometimes I take a cab where I'm going. And a lot of these foreigners, man, because that's who's mainly driving these cabs, these taxis or whatever. Man, the way they talk about America now is much different from how they talked. I remember 2015, 2016, 2017, everything since 2020, man. The way they talk about America now, they like, man, I don't know. They looking to get the hell up out of here now. This place is done. Why would you attach yourself? Why would you want to be a celebrity now? Why would you seek the fame now? When all these celebrities are being exposed. You're bending over a damn table. From your Diddy's to your R. Kelly's to your Bill Cosby's. To your Harvey Weinstein's. To your Ellen DeGeneres. Whatever. However you say her name. That degenerate bitch. They're all being exposed. Oprah Winfrey. People know that she's a goddamn weirdo now. Jay-Z. People looking at him funny. Drake. You see what happened to Drake? Drake is a whole meme now. Drake was on top of the world just like 4 months ago. Think about it, man. You gonna sell your ass just to become a Drake meme? Now all your business exposed. People looking at you like you're a damn pedophile, a child trafficker. That's how they looking at Drake now. Now I'm not saying Kendrick is a stand-up brother. I almost cursed again. I don't give a damn about Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick, whatever. I like music. Kendrick makes good music. That's cool. But the hell with Kendrick. Kendrick once said he was an Israelite. He said, don't call me black no more. I'm an Israelite. Whatever. I got it backwards, but whatever. He ain't said nothing about being an Israelite since. The hell with him. Why would you want to attach yourself to this now? Your family members talking shit. Well, you ain't really doing nothing. You ain't really bad. Fuck them. What the hell are they gonna do for you when these lights go out? They ain't not gonna know what to do. They're gonna be banging on Esau's door, begging for help, protesting. You're gonna have the comfort of being with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah and knowing that the Lord is gonna work things out. They're gonna be in panic mode. See, that's the difference. We're gonna be calm in that day. They're gonna be losing their goddamn mind. So detach yourself from them. Detach yourself from this world. Flee out of the midst of Babylon. Flee. Detach yourself. Get out of this Babylonian mind state or even caring for Babylon. The Lord don't care for Babylon. Why the hell would you care for Babylon? Babylon is suddenly falling. Going back to the 8th verse. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. That cup, man, the Lord's indignation, the Lord's wrath, because we felt it. We went through hardcore slavery, Jim Crow, hangings, lynchings. Last one hired, first one fired. Our women turned their back on us, told us we wasn't shit, made league and alliance with Esau. Black man has been kicked, stomped, shitted on for years, man. Years upon years. All right? But the Lord said, the cup, this is talking to Esau, Edom, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So Esau's got a lot to pay for. And they look at Donald Trump as their last hope, hoping they can escape the destruction, the judgment of the Lord. But the wicked shall not go unpunished. And Shalom, his brother Yashima Zakar from the Israelite Report, IsraeliteReport.com. Upon my watch, all praises are definitely due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. Just doing a quick news rundown. I want to touch on this topic right quick. This was something I found on Twitter. There was a stabbing, I believe it was in Great Britain or London, somewhere in the UK, and allegedly it was done by this illegal immigrant, and they've been complaining just like they've been complaining here in America about these illegal immigrants, and they have a high population of Islamic or Muslim illegal immigrants in their country. But see, the thing is, they don't care where they're coming from. They just see brown people, right? And to them, they might as well be niggas. And that's something that I've been trying to get across, that this pot is stirring. It's getting hot. And Jake is asleep and not paying attention to what's going on. But I'm going to get this. This came from GB News. I believe that's Great Britain News. Southport stabbings. Third child, 9 years old, I believe, dies in hospital after horror knife attack on dance class. It says a third child has died in the hospital after a horror knife attack at a Taylor Swift themed dance class. Now, from what these Edomites are saying on Twitter, is that this was a so-called illegal immigrant. So these Edomites online basically calling for an uprising. All right. I'm going to get back to the article. It says Merseyside police confirmed the 9-year-old girl died in the early hours of this morning. The two other fatalities were girls aged 6 and 7. 8 other children suffered stab wounds sustained during the attack, and 5 of them are in critical condition. Sadly, we can confirm that a third child has passed away as a result of injuries sustained in a knife attack in Southport yesterday morning, Merseyside police said in a statement. So it was a 17-year-old boy. I believe they're saying it's an illegal immigrant. That's at least that's what they're saying online. A 17-year-old boy who cannot be named for legal reasons remains in custody, accused of murder and attempted murder following the incident in Hart Street yesterday. And this is what I've been trying to get across. The time of Jacob's trouble is coming because these Edomites don't give a damn where these illegal immigrants are coming from. They just see a nigga. And see, what Jake don't understand and don't realize is that you may be looking at it like, oh, these are illegals. Esau, Edomites might look at it different. No. They see the same people. They just see black and brown. They don't care about what all this colorism stuff that you Jakes are into. They're not into that. Matter of fact, when I got ready to go into the Air Force, it was shortly after. Matter of fact, I'd already signed up, but I went in right after the 9/11 attacks, and one of the first things I saw online was these Edomites saying they're getting ready to go kill some sand niggers, right? Why? Because they were pissed off because of what happened on 9/11. All right, so when I tell you that there's a time of Jacob's trouble coming, and that there's going to be an uprising of these Edomites, and they're going to attack you, Jakes, it's not something I'm making up. I'm telling you, through prophecy, through the Bible, the scriptures, and through experience, I'm telling you what's coming. Okay, and I'm gonna get some posts from Twitter, or what's known as X now. One person wrote, migrant killed 3-something kids and injured loads of others. with a knife. Another user wrote, "The West collectively needs its head examined. I kind of understand how white America got conned into allowing their own dispossessions by European, but Europeans question mark, but Europeans question mark, what the fuck is what they wrote. So they're mad, they're angry. Okay, and they right now what they see it as, they see it as the white race the white race versus everybody else. They don't see it like how you're seeing it. Like, oh, we're all one people. You bought into that Martin Luther King bullshit. But they're not seeing it that way. And I'm telling you what your enemy is saying. Because a lot of you Jakes, you live on Black Twitter. You live in what's called an echo chamber. You need to branch out, broaden your horizons, right? Not to try to sound too deep, but you need to step out and see what your enemy is saying about you. This is why I bring it to you. Because I know you Jakes don't do this. You don't go look to see what the white nationalists are saying. You're not paying attention like that. You're caught up in this just rap beef drama. You know, black culture, black Twitter. You don't see something unless it comes from a person like Roland Martin on one news, you know, or Dr. Umar Johnson, somebody like that. That's not where you get your information. No. You need to go to your enemy's platform. Go see what they're talking about. So I bring it to you this way so you can understand. They're pissed off more than what you know. Know your enemy. Another user wrote, open borders have consequences. And this is what here in America and in the UK, they are pissed off. In Europe, they're pissed off about these open borders. And all they see is niggas. That's all they see. Niggas coming in and effing up their country. That's it. Who you think they're going to attack first? When they finally said enough is enough, they've had enough, they're going to attack, they're going to take their country back, they're coming after you. And you can kick this we're all brothers stuff. Esau is about to show you who he is and how he feels about you. Another user wrote, rise up, white man. That's what he wrote. Rise up. What does that mean? Fight back. Oh, speaking of rising up, I forgot to say this. The reason why I even clicked on this article is because I saw a post on Twitter of these protesters throwing rocks and trash cans and bricks at the police over there in the UK. And that's over this incident. So they're saying enough is enough. That's happening over there. That's coming here to America. All right? I can't play the audio because, me playing the audio would do you no good. You would just hear a bunch of noise, but you wouldn't understand what's going on. So I'm telling you, that's what happened. Another user wrote, I'm confused. I don't live in England. Why are they angry at the beat cops, meaning the foot patrol cops? An Islamic kid killed the children. The government who allows these immigrants, the government that allows these immigrants in should be held responsible. And one person responded to that comment with this: beat cops are enforcers of government. That's why. Oh, you thought they protected the people? They don't. So this is the mindset of Edomites now. They feel like they have to overstep the police and handle the job themselves. This is how you know Jacob's trouble is coming. They feel like they can't depend on law enforcement. See, you niggas were complaining about the cops, police, and police brutality. And yeah, that's true, that's there. But wait until these Edomites say they've had enough. And they rise up like they're saying, because they believe that they have a divine right to rule, that they're over you. They don't look at you as equal. I don't know what's wrong with Jake today. They don't see you as their fellow brethren. No. They feel like you belong underneath them. And all it takes is for a situation like this for them to show their true colors. But this is why we give you these warnings, because Jake is hard-headed and stubborn, and they don't understand and they don't get it. And ultimately, the Lord is not dealing with them. But this is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And that's what's going to happen to our people. Our people, 2/3 of our people, just don't believe and they don't see it. And this is something that they just listen to and they go, oh, this nigga crazy. Right? A prudent man foreseeth the evil. So we foresee the evil that is coming. Evil times are coming. They're coming, man. All right? You saw the dry run, the test run with 2020. And I'm telling you that things are about to get ramped up. It's about to get really, really ugly, man. And what you don't understand is that these Edomites are pissed more than what you know. I keep repeating that. It's worse than what you think it is. They're mad. They feel like they've lost something. And the only way to get it back is to remove you niggers out the way. Now, I'm going to get this right quick. This is Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, I'm always talking about the time. Notice that's a common theme. Time. Knowing that, it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. Yeah, you need to wake out of sleep now. You need to wake up. Wake your ass up, man. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And that's the time we're in. But in order to get through that salvation, we also got to go through things. We're going to be tried, man. Tested. Going through Jacob's trouble. That's a part of it. We're going to be tempted. That hour of temptation, man, is coming. Because with these civil wars and Jacob's trouble and everything else, martial law, that hour of temptation is also coming. I'm also going to get this right quick. This is 2 Peter 3:9. It says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, but he promised that these evil days were coming too. Right? We will receive salvation, but we also will go through these trials. Okay, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. And that's what you gotta understand. Things are gonna seem like it's normal. And that's because of the bread and circus, the entertainment, the many distractions. So it's gonna seem like, oh man, yeah, things are getting a little crazy, but it ain't, it ain't what you think it is. No, it is worse than that. I can't keep up with the news. It's worse than that. And these Edomites are more pissed off than what you understand. That's something that you gotta get in your head. Edomites right now, they seem like they're chilling, but at the same time, they're brewing, they're stewing on the inside. They're pissed off. And they're getting ready to launch an attack. They've had enough of Jake. They didn't want you here anyway. They've had enough of you. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the wars are being stirred up right now as we speak. Matter of fact, I'm about to get into that. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay? Because these things are going to happen before World War III. You're going to see civil war. You're going to see martial law. You're going to see things get amped up and ramped up. Esau is about to show his horns. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this from USA Today. Israel strikes Beirut, targets Hezbollah commander in response to a rocket attack. It says the Israel Defense Force, the IDF, said Tuesday that it carried out a airstrike on Beirut, the capital city of Lebanon, targeting a senior Hezbollah commander responsible for a weekend rocket attack that killed 12 children and teenagers in the Golan Heights. So yeah, that situation is still brewing. So for all these people that are saying that nothing is happening, a lot of things are happening. All right, it says here in the quote, the IDF carried out a targeted strike in Beirut on the commander responsible for the murder of the children in Majdal Shams and the killing of numerous additional Israeli civilians, the IDF said in a statement. All right. So this is what's going on, man. Right before your eyes. While you sitting there thinking that nothing is happening because you're distracted, World War III is being stirred up right before your eyes, man. You just aren't seeing it because you're blinded. It says here, it says the IDF said it had issued no additional instructions for Israel's civil defense after the strike. Again, that's from USA Today. You can read more on it. But this is continuing. But I do want to get this. Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And this guy Trumpy, my main man Trumpy, is pro-Israel. And he's even talking like anybody speaking against Israel, should face some serious consequences. So yeah, the least of the flock shall draw them out. And they're the least of the flock. That's Amalek. They're even hated by the other Edomites. The other Edomitic tribes, if lack of a better term, lack of better words. All right. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. All right. Because America is going to get hit. Almost used the B word, hit with nuclear fire from the missiles And same thing with Israel. But Israel is going to be inhabited again. America will not be inhabited. All right. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Yeah, the earth shall rock to and fro like a drunkard. All right. Forget where that's at right now, off top. But the earth shall rock to and fro like a drunkard. You're going to see World War III popping off. And again, it looks like it's tarrying. It looks like, oh man, it's, things are happening, but it's not really happening. No, it's happening. It's happening. I'll go back up to, damn, where was I just at? I'll go back up to, what was it, Romans? I believe I was in Romans. Yeah, Romans, excuse me, not Romans. Damn. 2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Now is the time to repent, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. I don't know why I had Romans on the mind. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. All right? It, the Lord is, look, the Lord, his promises, his words should not go out void. And this guy, not for nothing, but this guy, Trumpy, is pro-Israel, been working with them for, really since the 80s. I believe it was either in the late 80s or the early 90s. One of the Rothschilds bailed him out. So he owes them. Okay, and then his daughter is married to a small hat, a J-ish person. All right? You don't understand, man, what's getting ready to go off. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Matter of fact, let me get that in, let me get, Revelation 17:16, because this guy Trump is talking about, disbanding or separating from the United Nations or NATO. All right. It says Revelation 17:16, and then it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. And that's what you're seeing right now. What you're seeing right now is prophecy being fulfilled right before your eyes. And people can't see it because the Lord didn't give it to them to see it. The Lord has to choose you in order to be able to see it. And one of the reasons why I'm always talking about I want Trump's ass back in the White House is because I know, at least in his rhetoric, that he's talking about breaking away from NATO. And I know that that's going right into Revelation 17, specifically Revelation 17:16. And that's a beautiful thing. That's where we want to be, because, your mindset should be getting out of here, hastening the day of the Lord, hastening the day of the Lord. So we know that once Trump does that, if he gets back in there, I don't know if he's going to get back in there or not, but if he gets back in there, that would be a beautiful thing to see him disband or break the U.S. away from NATO. And because he's so arrogant and pompous, not only is he going to break away, but he's going to talk a lot of shit about NATO. Okay, and get those tensions stirred up, get things brewing. Matter of fact, right quick, I'm gonna get this article here from Politico. I believe this was published back in July 2nd of this year. It says Trump's plan for NATO is emerging. It says here Donald Trump has threatened to leave NATO so many times, or has appeared to anyway, that for many of his critics, it's a question of when, not whether he ditched the 75-year-old alliance if he's reelected president in November. Now, he threatened to do this back in 2018, but he didn't do it. He kind of like pump faked on it, but I do believe this time, and it's just my humble opinion, I do believe this time he will do it. He has reasons to, and I'll get into that another date. But this is the reason why I'm bringing this out, is because I understand the mindset of certain people. They think like, man, you guys say the world gonna end every day. No, we're not. You have to measure the times diligently. You have to pay attention and watch. You can't just be sitting there going, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? It doesn't happen like that. Things develop. Things come together. This is a 75-year-old alliance. This alliance is just as old as Trump is. But he's going to be the man, I believe. If he gets back in there, he'll be the person to break away from it, which will cause the beast to hate the horde. This system, this beast, NATO, that alliance dead, which will bring about the destruction of America. All right. And it says here in the article, in truth, Trump would be unlikely to quit NATO outright, according to interviews with former Trump national security officials and defense experts who are likely to serve in a second Trump term. But even if he doesn't formally leave the organization, that doesn't mean NATO would survive a second Trump term intact. All right. So again, he will stir things up to a point where, let's say what they're saying, he doesn't outright leave, but he's going to damage it. Okay. It says, in return for continued U.S. participation, Trump would not only expect that European countries drastically increase their spending on NATO. His main complaint when he was president, that was his main complaint, that they wasn't spending enough, but also undertake what one defense expert familiar with the thinking inside Trump's National Security Advisory Circle, Dan Caldwell, described as a radical reorientation of NATO, meaning he's going to try to change it. So anyway, I played the clip before. Trump, basically said if they don't pay, these NATO countries don't pay, then the U.S. won't back them. They won't give them military support because Trump feels like the U.S. is doing too much, because that's his whole MO, is that, make America great again. To hell with these other countries. To hell with our allies. Make America great again, which we love that. We love hearing that. We men of the Lord, because, okay, cool. You're gonna break away. You're gonna ruin your own alliance. That's just like if you're in a gang and your rival gang has a leader that wants to break away from the other leaders. You're like, well, okay, we cool with that. You just mess your whole situation up. So that's how I'm looking at it. We like, well, good. Go ahead, do that. So anyways, I'm just trying to, give you a perspective as to why I bring this up so much. It's not about It's not about him. It's about prophecy. But some people get caught up in it to a point where they think it's about him. It's not. These prophecies are going to come to pass regardless of who's in there. Even if Kamala gets in there, because she's stupid, you know, um, I'm not even going to, I think they got something now called twerk. What is it called? Make America twerk again? Something stupid like that. And she's an actual embarrassment. But either way this thing goes, man, we know that times are speeding up. I gave you, I showed you how Esau is getting pissed off and rising up. I showed you how these fake Jews over there in the land are continuously, sorry about that, Salakia, I got cut off while I was talking. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the scripture here. I'm going to go back to Revelation 17:16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest, the NATO and these EU nations, these EU countries, they're supposed to be aligned and in league with the U.S., which is that filthy whore that everybody uses. All these other nations come to and use her up like the filthy, nasty, stinking ass whore that she is. That's the United States of America. Okay? And shall make her desolate. It says the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. There's going to be thermonuclear fire blasting this bitch up. Okay, I'm getting mad because, I got cut off. 17th verse, for Yahweh have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. So it don't matter. You niggas be like, what if Trump don't get in? Don't matter. The Lord has put it in their heart to fulfill his will, not my will, not y'all Shema. This ain't about me. This ain't about no goddamn Trump. This ain't about no goddamn Kamala Harris either. Fuck both of them. All right? For Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. All right? And that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing the word of the Lord being fulfilled. His word does not go out void. And Yahweh is not a man that he should lie. Okay? If he said it was going to happen, it's going to happen.